Today's video was inspired because I've had a few clients recently that were really dealing with grief, and a lot of people experience grief in different ways, and they hold on to grief for many different reasons. So this video is designed to help anyone that's experiencing hurt and pain from a loss or a grief to let it go. It's interesting. Society has a prerequisite that the more we love someone, the longer we should grieve. Now, that's not for everyone, but in society, there's definitely a, how long should I grieve? Is it okay? And of course, with certain cultures, there are set times to grieve. So in this video, what we're going to do is if you're ready to let go of that grief, and I've had people that have held on to their grief for 6 weeks, and I've had people that have held on to their grief for over 30 years. So if you're on this video, I believe that you're ready to really let this go. I myself have experienced a couple of really significant griefs, and the first one was my sister, who was killed in a car accident at the age of 34. And it was hard. It was a huge shock, and it does take a long time to come to terms with it. I wasn't tapping back at that time, so it took a lot longer than perhaps it needed to. I've also had a dog. Let me just, here we go. This is Khan, so say hello to Khan. Now, Khan has been passed for many years now. But I had Khan for 14 years, and I absolutely adored him. And it was hard coming to terms with the loss of him, and the companionship and the love and the connection that we shared together. So I really hope that this helps you to move through any grief that you're holding. Before we get started, we need to ascertain how you know it bothers you. So I want you to think about the person, the place. It could even be the loss of a job. It could be the loss of a dream. Like, there's so many things that bring up grief within us. So I want you to notice how it bothers you. And on a scale of 0 to 10, I want you to just give it a rough, guess of what number you're at. And then what I want you to do is, if you're only at a 4 or 5, I want you to think of ways that will make that feeling stronger. It could be that you go get a photo and you look at the photo in front of you. It could be you watch a video if it's the person whatever it is that helps you to connect with that emotion. Now, if you're a 10, you don't do any of this. It's only if you're at a lower number. All right, are you ready to let this go? Remembering, if we release the grief, we are better able to honor the relationship, the person, and able to move forward so that we can invite more of that into our life, whatever it is. So I know with Khan, I think about him, I believe, nearly on a daily basis. He never went anywhere. He's right here, and whenever I need him. Now, I still miss the physical hug of him, but I find plenty of dogs down the park and down the on my walking path to do that too. So let's go. I want you to get in touch with it. Notice all the ways it bothers you. Excellent. Okay. Releasing and letting go. All the sadness, all the fear, all the emotional trauma. Releasing and letting go. All the anger, all the resentment, all the guilt. Releasing and letting go. All the judgments, all the abandonments, all the betrayals. Releasing and letting go. The helplessness, the hopelessness, all feelings of no control. I'm letting it go. Big deep breath in. And it's just a long breath that you bring down into your belly. Blow it out or sigh it out. And then you just squeeze your wrist when you find that peace in your body. All right, let's go back again. Notice how it bothers you. Think of the person, the place, the event, your beautiful pet, whatever it is. Notice how it bothers you. Notice where in your body you hold that grief, that loss. Releasing and letting go. All the images fading away. That's if they need to fade away, by the way. So we're looking for images that may bother you. And this can be real images or images that you have made up. Okay? Because quite often if we weren't there, for my sister, for example, I made up some pretty dumb images, yeah? So we let them go too. Releasing and letting go. All the sounds, all the physical sensations, I'm letting it go. It's safe to let it all go. Grab the wrist. And pace. Excellent. Cool. Okay. Check back in again. Notice how it still bothers you. Notice the missing. You're never going to see him again. It's not going to happen, whatever it is. Releasing and letting go. All the hurt, all the hurt, all the pain, that deep sadness, the wanting it to be different, the non-acceptance, I'm letting it go. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this bothers me. It's safe to let it go. I am safe. Grab the wrist. And pace. All right, let's go back again. Check in. Notice how it still bothers you. They're not going to be there for special events. No one to welcome you home with a big wagging tail. Or whatever, or a purring of a cat, or whatever it is. The chirping of a bird. Notice all the ways it bothers you. Releasing and letting go. All the sorrow. All the things I should have said. All the things I should have done. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. That feeling right there. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it all go. Grab the wrist. Take a nice deep breath in. And pace. All right, let's go do one more round. So once again, I want you to go back. I want you to see their face, whatever it is. I want you to see the dream of whatever the dream. It might have been a promotion you thought you were going to have. It could have been a job that you thought you were going to get. And it didn't happen. Releasing and letting go. All that loss, that out of control feeling, the powerless feeling, nothing I can do. Releasing and letting go. All the non-acceptance, I don't want to accept it. I have to accept it, but I don't want to accept it. Whatever it is, whatever you're saying on the inside, whatever that internal dialogue is, that it's the dialogue that creates the physical sensations, I'm letting it go. I'm releasing and letting it go. Grab the wrist. And pace. Okay, so now what we're going to do, if you're at a 0, you continue. If you're not at a 0, start again, go through the tapping sequence. But you don't move past this point unless you're a 0 or a 1, maybe 2. So now what I want you to do is I want you to remember. I want you to remember a special time with that person, with that event, with your pet, and I want you to bring that feeling back up. And I want you to notice where, I keep going to my heart because it's where it is, but wherever that feeling is in your body, it's normally the heart when we're talking grief and loss. So I want you to feel that feeling. I want you to notice how good it feels. I want you to see an image, and the image, it can be a photo. And notice that they passed, but you never lost them. They're right there. And I want you to notice the love and the honor of having shared that relationship. Or it could be the position, or it could be whatever it is. Notice how lucky you were for whatever reason. And if this is hard to find, just go back and keep tapping. And keep tapping until you can really feel that love and the joy of having had that person, thing, event, situation, whatever it is, in your life. Releasing and letting go. It is safe for me to feel differently about this. It is safe for me to know everything's okay. Everything is as it is meant to be. Releasing and letting go. All the resistance to feeling differently about this. It is safe to embrace the love, the joy, everything that this relationship meant to me. I am safe. Grab the wrist. And peace. Excellent. Notice that feeling in your body. Notice how easier it will be for you to talk about, to share, to celebrate. This is how we honor our loved ones. When they pass, we honor their relationship by healing it so that we can incorporate them still into our everyday lives. I hope this has helped you to release some of that sadness and grief and sorrow. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.